One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And guys, if I... I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll run it from the gun.
Got to Defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Blue Hens really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
With the catch, it's Gage. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. And this offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Owls headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a nice run there before the... finally makes the stop.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He leaves it with his back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. To the ground with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little room. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spread. sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Gage.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's busted. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Steps away to find some room. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hauls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the Backs in football, racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finds his man. It's Gage. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 40. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Hens back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the back. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
This is a defense that...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Blue Hens are threatening on first and goal. Military stunt. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Delaware. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Powers through. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's busted. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gonna run it. It's Harris. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line him stopped.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Turning it on! And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the return man is stopped. will leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's George. Makes the grab. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Touchdown, Delaware. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw, and the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back to throw, it's George. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Blue Hens are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Watkins. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's George. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Delaware! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far. And a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up. And another great job that time in coverage.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's George. Makes the grab. Strong, firm tackle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. Runs through a tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He wants to throw it again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Watkins.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Back to pass, it's George. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Bring in the heat. Finds his tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Looking for a man. It's George. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Delaware.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? A run for the quarterback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play to pad the stats. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.